Okay, welcome back to the first week of our 6-week Summer Shape Up program. I've got Fabian and Taylor here with me to take us through our workouts. Okay, now before you start your workout, it's always very important to remember to do a 5 to 10 minute warm up before you begin. So that can be doing anything from using the bike, using the cross trainer, skipping, a treadmill, anything you want for just 5 to 10 minutes. That way you're warming up the muscles and the body before you start to work it nice and hard. Fabian here is going to demonstrate a squat with me. So with your squat, you want to make sure that as we begin squatting, your hands across the chest we want to have. And now as you go down, we want to make sure that the knees don't come too far over the toes. So as we can see, the knees are going forward but not too far over your toes, and we're getting a nice hip extension as we go down. Okay, so the hips are going right back and the pressure is going through his heels. Alright, that's how you're going to know that you're firing your glutes and your quads, not only just your quads and your thighs. Now, with your upper body, if we look here at Fabian's upper body, as he goes down, his upper body stays dead straight. Okay, your chest is open and the chin is up. That's going to keep your back nice and straight and your core nice and strong. Okay, and that's how we do a perfect squat. Now, from your squats, you're going to move straight into your push-ups. So you're going to go from your squat position into your push-up position. Okay, males, or the full push-up is from your hands to your feet. And females, with our perfect push-up, we're going to go from our knees to our hands. Now, as you can see with Taylor here, we want our body to move just like a straight plank, just as one. So the hips aren't sticking out into the air and our belly isn't touching the ground as we go down. Just about an inch from the ground as we come up. Okay, that's for our female or modified version of a push-up. Now, with our full push-up, from toes onto your hands, as we can see again, very same thing, but the only thing different is your legs are moving along with your torso. So again, I'm just going to reiterate, as we go down, we want to go about an inch from the floor, but we don't want the chest, the abdomen, the hips, the thighs to touch the floor at all. So that means you're going to stay strong in your core and your thoracic region to keep your body off the mat. Okay, so coming in from your push-ups, we're going straight into a medicine ball throw, or medicine ball wall throw. Now, choosing your size for your medicine ball, females 3 to 5 kilos, and males anywhere between 5 to 10 kilos, depending on your strength levels. So as Taylor begins our medicine ball wall throw, we want to make sure that it's coming from overhead, just like a netball throw. Okay, now as you throw, step in, and basically what we want to do is use as much energy and power as you can to throw the ball as hard as you can against the wall. Alright, medicine ball wall throws, we want to do 40 of them. As we begin our lunges, we're going to work with the 90-90 rule. So as Fabian goes down, we've got, come into your next lunge for me, Fabian. As Fabian goes down, we've got 90 degrees at the front leg, at the back leg, and as you can see also at your ankle. Okay, that's a 90-90 rule. And also as Fabian lunges, and just pause there for me, he's got a nice straight back. As you can see, his abs are contracting, so he's not leaning forward, leaning back, and putting too much pressure on his back. Okay, that's going to be our perfect lunge. Now, going into some common missed mistakes, as Taylor lunges, we've got a short step towards the hips, so coming to the left. Yeah. So short step, as you can see, the knees are going way over the toes. Alright, another common mistake is walking or lunging too far. So a nice big lunge, and you're going to be leaning forward, putting a lot of pressure on the back and overstretching your hip. Okay, that's another common missed mistake. And we want to make sure as we go lunges, up and down the hallway, one round. Now, moving into the second circuit. First thing to remember before you begin your circuit is you want to get all your equipment ready before you begin. For the second circuit, we're going to need a bench, mat. Females grab a dumbbell in between 3 to 7 kilos. Males grab a dumbbell in between 7 to 20 kilos, depending on your strength. For the first exercise, we're going to go through a step up. So, guys and girls, with our step up, step with your right leg first, and make sure we've got a full foot up on the bench or your step. Okay, now we're going to do 20 step-ups on the right leg. Okay, once you've done 20, then moving on to 20 step-ups. We're going to change those now to our left leg. Okay, so remembering just to do 20 step-ups also on your left leg. Okay, Okay, so moving from our step up, we're going into a tricep dip. Now Taylor here is going to demonstrate our tricep dip. So we want to start with our thumb in by our hips. Make sure the elbows are pointing the wall behind us. Okay, and for the full version of your tricep dip, Taylor's going to have her legs nice and straight. And remember, as she comes down, as you go down for your tricep dip, we want to make sure that our shoulder is almost parallel to the floor. And again, elbows are pointing behind and shoulder comes down to about 90 degrees. Now, for your modified version of the tricep dip, we're going to bend our knees. Again, make sure that your back stays nice and close here to the bench, not leaning too far forward, stretching your shoulder joint, coming down to about 90 degrees, and the elbows are pointing to the wall behind us. And that's a good demonstration of your tricep dip. Okay, so straight after your tricep dips, you're going to move into your burpees. So the full version of a burpee Fabian is going to demonstrate. So as we go into a burpee, make sure that your hands come down to your feet. Then you jump back to a full plank position, as you can see. Feet back to hands, and then jumping back up. So going a bit faster, it looks like this. Feet to hands, jump out, jump in, and up. Just using the bench here for support. So as she comes down, just uses her hands on the bench, jumps back, jumps in, and then jumps back up. So again, full straight legs, come in, and then up. And that's your modified burpee there. Okay, now that you've done your burpees, we're moving into a single arm dumbbell row. So this is where you'll need a dumbbell and a bench. Fabian here is demonstrating a dumbbell row. So what we're looking for is getting the same knee and hand on the bench. Now we want a nice straight back here that Fabian is demonstrating. We're not looking for a hunched back like this. So make sure that you're pushing your chest down and your back is nice and flat. Okay, so with the dumbbell hanging, what we're looking for is a nice row. So just reaching down and then pulling up. And as we can see, as Fabian pulls up, his elbow is tucked into his side. That way we're activating the muscles around the back, traps area. Okay, what we're not looking for is the elbow coming out to the side. So Fabian just shows us here. We're not looking for that. We want the elbow coming up in by your side. Doing the last exercise, and that's going to be your crunches. So as Taylor does the crunches, we come down. We want to start with our hands on our thighs. Okay, and we're just looking for, as you come up, to bring your hands to the top of your knees with your arms dead straight. Okay, so that's going to obviously work the abdominal region. Now, a more difficult version we're looking for, or you want to look for, is with your knees up, knees bent, your hands across your ears. Okay, as you come up, lifting your chest up, keeping your elbows nice and wide. Okay, this is also going to activate your core, be a bit more difficult on your lower back, and a lot more beneficial for you.